All right, y'all. So, we have a nationwide teacher shortage right now. And I must say, I was surprised. So I kept hearing that, and I was like, okay, but what does that mean? And I looked up the other day. I said, how many teachers do we actually need? Like, how short are we? The answer is astonishing. 300,000. Like, when I heard teacher shortage, I don't know. I didn't really think of a number, but if you had asked me, I probably would have said, I don't know, what, 20,000 short, something like that, you know? 300,000. That's ridiculous. So it's a big deal. And instead of covering this seriously and talking about teachers the way they should be talked about, the idiots on Fox News, there's this compilation that was put together by Kat Abu. And look at the way they talk about teachers. I mean, this is over an extended period of time from different Fox shows, and the narrative is very clear. It's a strong narrative. Look at what they say.
We're overplaying the importance of education.
So, doctor, this is grooming, right?
Brainwashing toddlers with racist drivel.
Cameras in the classroom as we put them on the chests of police officers.
But I don't think these teachers are even smart enough to be in the classroom.
Teachers hate teaching, and they hate their students.
They legit hate your kids.
They're lazy. They're incompetent.
Sluggish cat ladies in sweats stained with chocolate eclairs. The KKK with summers off.
Teachers make 20%.
What are they doing? They are on a vicious propaganda campaign against teachers. Against teachers. What is wrong with you guys? What is wrong with you? Even if you think there are some problems here and there, this is like a consistent theme that they're driving home. Imagine looking at all of the problems that we have in this country and in this world. And you go on a jihad against teachers? You declare war on teachers? And you make dumb arguments like this? What are you doing?
Less than people with similar degrees, but they also work 20% less. They have school, they have the summers off.
They would like less work, no accountability, and much more pay.
They're teaching our children to sext.
They took God out of our schools, Sandra.
To view pornography.
And then the left replaced it with CRT, which is this neo-Marxist religion.
What they are doing is grooming our children for sexual predators.
This is a new world order. Everything they do is anti-kid, anti-parent.
Why don't you go in there and thrash the teacher? And you're going to get hurt. And I think that should be the rule still. You get beaten up, you should be beaten up. Please.
Fox has declared a war on teachers. I couldn't even begin to guess the genesis of all of those comments. I mean, I know some of them are probably some libs of TikTok videos of one weird teacher saying some weird thing, and then they use that to extrapolate about every single teacher in the country. Oh, they're anti-kid. Oh, they're lazy. Oh, you know, they should get paid less. All these things. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? At a time when we have 300,000 teacher shortage, they're out there shitting on teachers. Look, Bernie had a plan when he ran. I think it was to pay every teacher in this country makes $60,000 or more, depending on the district, but minimum is $60,000. Man, I totally support that. I mean, when you talk, and this is the problem with, you can't have everything be like a market economy, because there's some things that the market might prioritize that, our human judgment we can value it differently. You know what I'm saying? And like teachers are one perfect thing where they should get paid more because their job is so incredibly important. It's so incredibly important. Like shaping the minds of our youth, educating them, trying to cover all the bases in a fair way and an objective way. And I'm sure some do a great job, and I'm sure some don't do such a great job. But the general, argument that Fox is making over and over here is that teachers are pampered. They are child groomers. I don't know if they mean that sexually or politically or whatever, but either way, it's a weird term to use. They're overpaid. They do a bad job. They're anti-kid. They're anti-teacher. They hate their job. Like, what are you all these broad, disgusting generalizations? I mean, they don't show, there isn't 1/10 the disdain for the military-industrial complex that they have for teachers. Like, they give the military-industrial complex a pass. 95% of the time. In fact, they have people from the military-industrial complex on to argue for war on Fox. So there's no war on the military-industrial complex on Fox News. There's no war on Wall Street or bankers or shit, even corrupt politicians. I mean, sometimes they'll go after Democrats, right? But they never go after Republicans, almost as a matter of principle. So there's no war on corruption. There's no war on the military-industrial complex. There's no war on war. There's no war on billionaires. There's no war on corporations. There's a war on teachers. That's what they have. And that is just so out of lockstep with the American mainstream. I think if you ask your average American, hey, what do you think about teachers? They go, they're great. Yeah, wonderful. They're important. They're great. They're undervalued, underappreciated. They should probably make more money. And by the way, what led to the teacher shortage? I mean, I don't think it's really all that complicated. I think that when we had the pandemic, and it's a scary environment to be in if there is a pandemic. I mean, schools were shut down in a lot of places for an extended period of time, but maybe some thought, we're going back too soon or whatever, and there's just a more dangerous environment than they thought. You could argue maybe something with all these mass shootings had something to do with it, although that might be a stretch. I don't know, right? But they probably feel undervalued, underappreciated, underpaid, and I tend to think they'd be right in that, I tend to think that they're right on that. I mean, I think they should definitely make more money. And Fox clearly doesn't. I bet this will continue too. I mean, they'll do another few months of just shitting on teachers relentlessly because clearly they have their priorities in order here. That was sarcasm. It's the exact opposite. There are no priorities in order at all. They're total psychopaths. All right, guys. So that's the show. I love all y'all. Yet again, I'll do my little shameless pluggington at the end here. So if you're listening on YouTube, like the video, subscribe to the channel, comment if you want. Give me some of that algorithm love, baby. I need that in my life because I don't get it any other way. So appreciate all you guys. And also, don't forget, if any of you guys are podcast people, you don't have to go video for video on YouTube anymore. You could listen on, various podcasting apps. I like to, every now and then, I go to Spotify and listen back for mistakes and whatnot. But so you have the full shows now. You have that option. You have that opportunity. You have the, the higher quality audio, which is wonderful. Anyway, love you guys. Everybody have a great one, and I'll talk to you soon. If you want to see me and Crystal Ball interview legends like Noam Chomsky, Cornel West, and more, subscribe to Crystal Kyle and Friends on Substack. $5 a month gets you the video version a day early. Remember, we take 0 ad dollars for this podcast. Or you can sign up on Substack for free and get the audio version a day later. Link in the video description box below.